have some more turns at this zigzag papery thing. Hopefully there's no more spirit orbs floating around here at the same time. Anybody else see that? That's a fly, whatever that was. Ooh, there's the other two. Anyway. So I'm aiming upwards. That's a good start because I'm always going to be aiming upwards. Really, it's a bit of head movement, you know. Don't want to be really boxing, standing straight, going, come here, I'm going to get you. You know, like that's not going to work. I'm a critic of, what's his name? Shit, what's his name? Oh, I forgot his name. Shit. No, his name's not shit, but he's actually doing pretty good, but he stands very straight when he fights. He doesn't move much. It's all just stays there, and he's strong and he's quite big. And he just punches, and it reminds me of George Foreman a bit, where he's just hitting hope sometimes, like uncoordinated. Do a fucking go in like this, you know. I pushed pause on him one time. He was coming in like this and going like that. Like, what the fuck, dude? You just need to just go like bang, like really nice. Bang, and you're aiming. This is what this is about, aiming. Because it's a small target. And it's a light target. And it teaches how to aim. And I think the speed bag, that's what that did for me when I did a bit of boxing there for a while. I did about 2.5 months of boxing a long time ago, but it's a very good club, like one of the best clubs in my country. You know, when I actually clicked, I was like, that I was old enough to like have a job and shit to fucking keep pay for the membership. My father said, I'm not going to be around much longer. I'm dying. Because I want you to know how to look after yourself. You're going to need to know how to look after yourself. In your spirit. And I was already playing rugby, like it or not, man, right from the beginning, as soon as I was born to be a rugby player. No choice, just be a rugby player, and that's it. And, like, I'm small, you know, like a big Chris Benoit fucking rugby player, sort of fucking size sort of thing, you know. And yeah, fucking he made me do boxing. I had to do boxing. He said, you're doing it, that's it. Otherwise he would do it right there. Come on. Oh. Yeah. And yeah, it wasn't really any good from the start, man. First thing they did was say, okay, jump in the ring, we want to see what you can do. And they put me up against an older guy, a couple of years training. I'll say his name. Hey, Kieran Harry. Yeah. If you're out there, man, just a bit of history here, you know. And I thought, shit, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I just thought, Pistons, man, just it just came in like hit him about 4 times, man, like boom, boom, boom. Then he was like, but I went for an uppercut. I tried to do too much. I went like boom, boom, thinking, oh yeah, I'm getting him. And then I tried to go like for an uppercut, and he just flipped it like, came back with his own uppercut, bang, hit me on the nostril. I don't know how I didn't get a blood nose, man. It like bruised the side of my nostril a bit. And the coaches, and they were like, oh, whoa, okay, yeah, pretty good, yeah. Right, and we just in training, like I was a freak, man. I'd ride my bike 5 kilometers, push bike, at the age of 15, 16, to school on the main road. Play all the rugby, touch rugby, and fucking rugby league at lunchtime, at interval at high school. As well as do the PE, physical education, then the outdoor education, the swimming and the diving and canoeing and shit. They even have like fucking non-Saturday rugby electives that you'd have to go into. You had to join an elective. I was like, oh, okay, rugby is this game, some more rugby. It was like the last sort of hour and a half before you go home, and then I'd ride my bike 5 kilometers back home again. Have a little rest for like half an hour, do my workout, which consisted of 5 sets of 145 push-ups. 145. Rest. 145. Rest. 145. And so my chest is like naturally like, it's bad, motherfucker. I had to do shit to this, man. This shit was like being a long time. And then I'd get this 18-kilogram chair. I weighed it in the scale, 18 kilogram. I was like, my form, if I went down too far, it would score me in the shin, like on the kneecap. I was like, fuck, keep the form straight. Yeah, nice shoulder fucking flies and some calf raises even, and then have a little rest. Then I get on my bike again, go to boxing training. For boxing training, I did rugby training the next fucking day and played rugby on the weekend. Yeah, from 1985 till 1998. Yeah. And I had a little go of boxing in between a whole lot. Like, man, I don't know where the hell I got the energy from. I don't know, man. That just makes me tired fucking thinking about that shit. I will never be able to do that now. But yeah. I did click in the end boxing. I just got taken to school for like 2 months, and in the last couple of weeks, my boxing coach, he just said, look, he said, you know, spar these guys. And I was like, yeah, fucking what? These dudes were like beating up the dudes that used to beat me up and sparring that used to take me to school. It was in all of them watching their talent, and they're beating up the dudes that used to beat me up. The next week, like, I didn't feel like I knew really what I was doing. I got a puncher's chance. I'm not, you know, I'm not really, this isn't really me, you know. I'm not beating them, man. I'm getting them beaten, you know what I mean? And the coach was like, you'll be right. Listen, he goes, what you need to do is like, when they come in to punch, right, they come in and go, and they do all these things. When they come in, that's when you punch, because they're going to cover it, you know. Once you know, after their punches, they're covering and they're gone. So the only opening is when they come in. He goes, you're listening? And he used to do like fucking, I was like, fuck. He just eyeballed the living fuck out of me. And he like, yeah, I would look away. Like, man, he just didn't take his beady eyeballs off you. Steve Williams. Hey, shout out to my old coach. And he goes, listening? So, you'll be right. He goes, you'll be right. I was thinking, I'm going to be dead. That's what I'm thinking. I said, no, they'll beat me up. He goes, no, you'll be right. He goes, so he goes, when they come in, that's when you go hit them. And what he did, I might have forgotten what he taught me, but it was something like a slip, or just like cover it real good, and then when you feel their punch land, you know their arms out, and it's not blocking like that. It's gone. Look, so you keep that window really small, because that's the only opportunity. But unless you can get one through, but then you're punching, and you know what I'm saving you. You know, your head's there for the pickings. I see so many heavyweight champions. And like, we're back at it. On my coach, when I was training, my coaches used to, like, my guard would come down, like, I'd do something, and I thought they're doing pretty good, and they'll be like, no, but your arm's coming down, your open up here. I'm like, alright. But then I watch, like, fucking, you name any of these great champions, and you watch them halfway through there, when they got the person, they got a fucking arm way down here, and they go, I was like, yeah, right, that's going to be like, what, you dick? You know, what the fuck are you blocking here? Okay, you're blocking the fucking, you know, that one there, but you know, you're more inclined to get knocked the fuck out when you get hit on the chin, or when you fucking get cut or something. You're going to get cut over here, never, you know. So you like, just get really hard button core, man, and then you don't have to worry about it. That's what I did. I was just like, the moment I had to come down, like, boom, and block something down there, and they fast hands catch you. I was like, fuck that, just make sure. Nothing, you know. That one around there, long way around, you just get all that. Yeah. They made me fight these guys that I was just like, holy fuck, I'm gonna die. They're gonna kill me. He said, you'll be right. And lo and behold, he was right. I just followed exactly what he said to do. I was thinking, man, I hope you know what you're doing. Do exactly what he said. And he came in and went a slip or something, and like, boom, boom, and it called cut on them. He had to go, whoa, okay. I seen them getting the big boom, ready to go. I was like, ah, yeah. I was so fucking happy, man. I just wanted to go, oh, yeah, got your ass. You know? Yeah. Lost my first fight though. It was a mismatch, absolute mismatch, but you know, my fault. They said don't take the fight. He's gonna beat you because he's just way too tall and way too much experience, and you know, his dad was the coach and shit. But I say that, you know, like, I come all this way to fucking pussy out anything, I'm gonna do it anyway. And so I got a boxing record, one fight, one loss, because I took on the mismatch. He couldn't hurt me. The dude's punches couldn't hurt me, but he was just like really tall, and he was really quick and fast on his feet. 6'1", and I was 5'2". Fuck, that's a big height deficit, and he uses range and speed. You know, he'd come out and he'd be gone. I'll be like, trying to fight him. He's like already backing up. Like, ugh. I tried to come in, and he's already come in. It's just tap punches. They couldn't really hurt me unless he got me on the lip or something. You know, I was like, fuck, this is tiring me out more than anything. But he went like, he got a really good. One time he came in, I missed with something, and he was like, and I was getting like, helps a little pitter-patter punches on the head, and I actually just for a second put my head down like that, and the referee, whoa, whoa, and he stopped it, and he goes, keep your head up, Sonny, keep your head up. I was like, sat like fucking warning, yeah. But yeah, and then got to my corner. For the first couple of rounds, the corner was saying the same thing. You're quite a bit behind on points, you know. You're like fucking 7 rounds or something, you know. And they said, what you got to do is when he comes in with all this, you got to go low, pop him with the one in there, and then they said, come up, fucking hit him in the fucking, fuck, that was up here for me, like, doing a hook when you're going like this, instead of like there, you know. You know, I was 60 kilograms, he was 59 kilograms, 6'1" versus 5'2". But it worked. Lo and behold, I thought this is going to be the end. When I go down there, it's going to be too fast. I'll go down there too slow, and I'll just get like bang, bang, bang. Lo and behold, it actually got him in the gut, just enough to make him, and then like come up with hook, boom, boom. He was like, oh. He was falling. The crowd was like, fuck yeah. About 400 or 500 piss heads, all, you know, like rugby club sort of setting, bowling alley kind of thing, I don't know, club sort of thing, country club sort of setting. And yeah, but I wasn't allowed to go and finish him off because he got stunned and he'd just fall onto the ropes. And then you're not allowed, because the amateurs, you're not allowed to get in there and just fucking right, bang, fucking finish that cunt off, you know. Take home my trophy that would have been this high. This big plastic trophy. He fucking took it home instead because he won the motherfucking fight. But he came in about fucking 4 or 5 times like that. And I'd do the same thing, go under and hit him with the fucking big hook, bang, and he would do the same thing, boom. But the referee would be like, no, step in the way. Way bigger guy than this big Mary was like pushing me out of the way. I wasn't allowed to go in there and fucking. And then he eventually won on points. It was like, oh. So went back to training, a couple more weeks of training left, about 2 weeks. And then they had another fight scheduled for me in my own hometown at the Cosmopolitan Club. I was like, oh, no predator. And it was a Samoan. I was like, oh no. In other words, he's going to knock me out. I ain't going to be able to knock him out. His head's going to be too hard. And like at the same time, my father just passed away and died. I was like, nah, I'll get the course off. There's no time to put this all together with what I've got to do with my family, as well as I'm not in the right man, you know. It's not, this is real life. This isn't like a Rocky Balboa fucking movie, you know what I mean? This isn't Rocky fucking shit, man. Look at that fucking, that's why it's make-believe. That shit's on TV. Aim, let's teach you how to aim. Bang, get up with that, man. You be dead, you get back out of it. Haymaker, a bit of a haymaker, and it landed too, so there was too fucking much power in it. I would have missed. Bang, 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 chip block, bang. Come in with 2. What I like about Usyk, he throws combinations and bunches. He'd be like, and he's very clear, he plays himself right, and he'd be like, you watch him, he fucking too much of Anthony Joshua at that time. I think Joshua was coming back with a vengeance, man. He may even get it, man. Check all the time. Things go a bit crazy, but check. Straighten things up again with the jet.